Hi all. In the module 5, that is radio resource management and mobility management, today let us have a topic as MAC PDU formats, that is protocol data unit formats. Let's see the explanation of this. That is nothing but okay. First we will see the MAC PDU format. This MAC layer, that is medium access control layer, receives the data from the RLC as MAC SDUs. SDUs is service data units, and this passes this MAC PDUs to physical layer. Okay, and this MAC PDU consists of MAC header as well as the MAC payload, and this MAC header has one or more protocol data unit as subheaders, and this payload has 0 or more MAC SDUs and 0 or more MAC control element and optional padding. Let us see in the mm, let us see in the diagram. See here, this was I told, it consists of MAC header. Okay, so if you see here, it consists of MAC header, and in the MAC header, see here, there are MAC number of MAC subheaders. So it can be one or more. So this MAC subheader. So and this all are call it as MAC payload. This MAC payload has 0 or more MAC SDUs. So see, it can be nil or it can be more. This is here. And next is MAC control element. So it can be 0 or it can be more than 1. And this is the padding. That is, padding is optional padding. So these all are the components or the formats which are included in the medium access control layer packet data units, sorry, protocol data units. Then here this consists of a separate field, that is RR, E, LCID, F and L. So what is this R field will do? This R field will reserved always, this R field will be reserved. It is always set to 0. And this E is nothing but the extension field. We can say it is a like a flag indicating if more field are present in the MAC header. Okay, and here one speciality is nothing but if E is set as 1, that means the other field like RR, LCD, FL will follows. And if E set as 0, that means medium access control service data unit or medium access control element or padding, this type of thing will follows. Okay, and if it is set as 1, this all field will follows. If it is set as 0, MAC SDU, MAC control element, padding, or it will get follows. Now this is the LCID. What do you mean by LCID? So it is nothing but logical channel ID. So in this logical channel ID, it identifies the logical channel, okay, for the corresponding MAC SDU, MAC control element or the padding. And one LCID for each MAC SDU will be there, and one LCID for MAC control element and one LCID for padding. Then followed by this, it is F field. This field will indicates the size of the length of the field. If you see here, LCID is nothing but logical channel ID. Okay, same way, if you go the next, F field, it is length of the field. Okay, now we'll come back to the diagram. This is the F field. Here, suppose this F field set to 0. Okay, what will be the size of MAC? So the size of the MAC SDU or MAC control element is less than 128 bytes. Okay, that is very clear if the F field is set to 0. Suppose if the F field is set to 1, okay, that means it the bytes is more than 128. So if set to 0 means byte will be less than 128, and if it is set to 1 it will be next. So this F field is called as what? Indicates the size of the length field. Now what is L field? That is nothing but length of the corresponding MAC protocol data unit or control element in byte. So it is indicated by the field. Now followed by this, we'll see a field, that is the MAC control element is signaling for buffer status reporting. So and this is used for signaling, okay na, signaling for buffer status reporting. So what are the things needed here? Discontinuous reception command, that is abbreviated as DRX, then timing advance command, then user equipment power headroom, then user equipment contention payload. These all are the things required in the signaling for buffer status reporting. So followed by this, let us see the this one. See, reserved bit set time. Reserved bit is nothing but which will be set to 0. Okay, then timing advance command will indicate the index value where the control timing adjustment, we are using some amount of timing adjustment that user equipment has to apply for 11 bits, that the index value will be indicated by the timing advance command. Then UL grant, it will indicate the resources which used in the uplink of 20 bits. The next one is temporary CRND, to indicates the temporary identity which used by the user equipment during random access. Then ARQ procedures. Okay, in the case of random access, there is a medium access control header that consists of one or more MAC PDU subheader. Each subheader contains information about the payload. So this MAC payload consists of one or more MAC random access responses and optional padding. So each MAC random access response is of fixed size and it consists of 4 field. Let us see what are that 4 field. Okay. See, these are the things. So it consists of subheader, MAC responses 1 to 4 layers, all those things. Okay. Now if we go to the previous slide, so why we wanted to go for ARQ procedures? We know that in the ARQ automatic repeat request, we are using a selective repeat protocol and stop wait protocol, no, and we, because it is the very fast one, and this protocol will have low latency and low overhead feedback. Okay, and the responsibility of the HARQ protocol is handling the transmission errors. Okay, so whenever the process one of HARQ transmitter data and the transmission has been failed, it will detected and the retransmission will be happened, and with the incremental redundancy. Okay, for example, process 1 transmission is failed and required means we can make a retransmission of the same thing in the process 5. So combining these all will be handled by the physical layer. So these are the basic things about the ARQ process, that is the procedures. So this is very much useful in the medium access control packet data unit formats. Okay, that is, sorry, protocol data unit formats. I hope everybody has understood the concept and the field, various field we are studying in this medium access control layer, and each field will have the specific feature. When it is set 0, set 1, what is the status and how it will be performed, everything it will be we have briefly we have learned the terminology of the medium access control PDU format. Hope everyone has understood this. Thank you.